Hello everyone, welcome to day 19th of November Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is decode strings. Let's go through the question together as usual. Given an encoded string, return its decoded string. So you are given an encoded string, you have to return its corresponding decoded string, and there are a few rules that you need to apply while decoding that encoded string. The first rule says that you will be given an integer value k, and in the brackets, in the square brackets, there will be an encoded string. You need to multiply the encoded string k number of times and generate the resultant string. This is primarily what the logic says. So let's go through the first example, 3a to bc. So what you have to do, you have to add 3 times a, then b 2 times. So the resultant string becomes triple a b b b c b c. Now let's go to the example 2, second. It's 3, then comes this opening square bracket, then comes A, then comes 2, then again comes C, and then closing bracket, and then another closing bracket. So this resulted in two C's. Then the resultant string becomes A, C, C, and then you see 3 before the opening bracket, and as a result you need to do multiply ACC 3 times, so ACC ACC ACC, the resultant string, we get this as a resultant string. Similarly, the next example says a 2 ABC, 3 CD and EF. So this is pretty simple, 2 times ABC, 3 times CD, and last one is EF at the end, and similarly this one. So as I walked you through these examples, you must have seen while visiting the second example that the first hint that you get that you need to use stack in this question. Let's go to the algorithm now. Decoded string, November Lead Code Challenge, day 19. So I've taken a very similar example to what was specified in the question. There's a slight tweak to it. I have added an E here just to explain the algorithm better. So there are four things that you need to take care of. One is a character string, a character, a digit. You need to generate the value of k. You need to handle the case when you see an opening square bracket. You need to handle the case when you see closing square bracket. So these are the four cases. The first is a letter, when you see a letter. The other one is when you see a digit. The third one is when you see an opening square bracket, and the fourth one is when you see a closing square bracket. So if you are able to write this logic correctly, your solution is there. Here I'm proposing to use two stacks. One is for decoded string stack and other is the frequency stack. As the name suggests, these two will store those values that have been decoded in the past, and frequency will store the value of k, the values of k that you need to put it in the stack. Here I have iterated through this string and dumped values into these stacks. Let me just explain you. When you see an integer, a letter, you store it in a variable, and when you see a digit, you store it in another variable. And as soon as you see an opening bracket, you push these values into the stacks, respective stacks. So E got added here and 3 got added here, and you reset these values now so that a new string and a new value of k is searched. So then the value becomes a, the letter becomes a, and the value of k becomes 2. And as soon as you see an opening bracket again, you push it into the stack again. So a gets into the decoded string stack and 2 gets into the frequency stack, and you move ahead along the string, and then you see a new character, a new letter, and you store it in the variables. And as soon as you see a closing bracket, now what you're going to do is you will pop the value from this stack and pop this value from this stack, and you will append uh, to this string k times whatever the value have you have cached so far, whatever string value you have cached so far. So what it means is you will add a plus 2 times c, 2 into c. So what you will get, a plus cc, and ACC. You'll get ACC. Once you are done with this logic, what you want to do, you will store it in your update your uh, current cached value to ACC, and these two are gone, and now you again witness a closing square bracket, and as soon as you see a closing square bracket, you are going to do the same thing again. So you'll pop the value from this stack, pop another value from this stack. So this time your current cache, the current cache stores ACC, and you will do what you'll do, the similar logic that we applied here. E plus 3 times ACC. So the resultant string would be 3 times ACC. The resulting string will be E ACC, A again ACC, again ACC. So this is the result. Hope I made the logic clear, and let me just code it up quickly. Let me define the two stacks that I talked about. One is the integer that will named as the frequency stack, new stack, and other one would be the decoded string stack. So I'm calling it the str stack. It will store be of type generic type string builder, and I'll use another string builder to store my current cache string value. So that will be my d current str equals to new string builder, and another variable to store k, what we call as frequency. So let's iterate through the string char c s dot to char array, and if our first case, the simplest case, if character dot is digit, if it's a digit, then what you're going to do, you're going to build k equals to k into 10 plus c minus 0. I think this part is pretty clear. Why are we doing this? Because we want to build k appropriately when k is of multiple digits. Else if character dot is letter, so you pass c there again, and if it is the case, then you will append a c to the current string, dot append c. So you appended this, and again now you check if c equals to the opening square bracket. What you're going to do, you will push the current string into the string builder, the string stack, and the frequency the calculated so far into the frequency stack. So frec stack dot push k, you updated it with k, and str stack dot push current string, and you need to reset these values, because from now onwards you will have to recalculate k and the current string. The last part, else if c equals to the closing bracket, the square closing bracket, what you're gonna do, you will simply store the cached value in some another variable, the current string value in some other variable. I'll tell you the reason why, and then you will pop the frequency out of the frequency stack. So frec frequency equals to frec stack dot pop, and also you will pop another value from the string builder stack. So what you can do is you can mark current string as the top of the str stack, and now you start building appending a current string with temp value. While frec is greater than 0, current string dot append temporary string, and you will reduce frequency now. Also, you need to make sure that you update k once you are done. And this is pretty much it. Once you are through this logic, you will return current string dot toString. Let's just run this code and see if there are any errors. Yeah, it passed. Let me just submit it. Accepted. So let's talk about the time and the space complexity of this logic. So you are iterating through the character array once, and hence the time complexity would be order of n, and the space complexity would be the number of frequencies that are present in the frequency stack, the maximum number of frequencies that can be present. And similarly, for the str stack, it could be up to order of n again. So the in terms of uh, space complexity and time complexity, both the value is order of n. Thanks for watching the video.